Hi, welcome back to Hostbox CH channel and back to Python series. Today we are going to see about the topic called generating random numbers in Python. So the objective is here introduction to random numbers and what is random in Python, generate a random number and random number operation like choice, uniform of a comma b, seed and rearrange random dot range of like that. So random numbers is one of the mathematical concept and also supported by Python where we want to print some of the things randomly some bulk values there we can print randomly with the help of random numbers only. So in the real time world we have to know these all the information, and who are learning Python it will be very helpful. So introduction to random numbers. Python depends a set of functions that are used to generate or manipulate random numbers, and these particular type of functions are used in lot of games, lotteries or any application requiring random number generation. So set of functions that are used to generate and manipulate random numbers, that is the point you have to remember here. And what is random in Python? So before knowing random numbers and generation, we have to know what is random here now. Generally, the Python standard library provides a module called random that offers a suite of functions for generating random numbers. So random is the keyword you have to remember, and library function. You can say library function also. Okay, now it is generate a random number. So do you want to generate the random number? It is easy and possible. So to generate random number in Python, rand int function is used here, and the function defined in random order. So syntax of rand int is random dot rand int of a comma b. Moreover, here now what will happen if you give this statement in the syntax. So generally it returns a number n in the inclusive range of a comma b. Meaning is what? A less than equal to n and greater than equal to b, where the end points are encoded in the range. So I'm going to give a small example to understand a random number. And for example, I'm going to write a Python script here, r.py x equal to, that is example here, program to generate a random number between 0 and 9. So for if you want to write, we need support of random library function that is called import random. Then we can give print of random dot rand int of 0 comma 9. So output is, it will display the output is here 5. But don't forget, whenever go for random generation, it will give every time different output. So once again run the program, it may generate 1. Another time it may give the 5. Another it may print 7 like that. So like that, in the between interval of 0 to 9, it print any number. This is a small example for understanding about the random generate numbers. Now there are a number of operations can carry out random numbers. The basic operations with the functions and which comes are choice, rand arrange like that. First one, a choice is a function where you use it to generate one random number from a container. And we see the example later one by one. And rand arrange, that is a consist of a back end step, because the function where you use it to generate random number but within the range specified in the arguments. So for example, q 10 20 10 comma 40, in between you generate the random numbers, more than it won't go. And random is a number used to generate a float random numbers less than 1 and greater than or equal to 0. So everything will see the combined example here. And seed is a function where it maps a particular random number with a seed argument mentioned. That means we can insert a new element and a new element in the random concept, random numbers, and generate and check it. Shuffle is a one where a function used to shuffle the entire list to randomly arrange them. For example, if you have a list 1 2 3 4, it may shuffle and give 4 2 1 3 like that. And uniform of a comma b is a function used to generate floating point random number between the numbers mentioned in its arguments. We see the one. Now we see the small example for understanding the choice and range arrange. And I'm giving additional point here. Range arrange a function where used to generate random number but within a range specified in the argument, and also takes three arguments. Don't forget the number arguments like beginning number, last number, and step. You see the example here. In the example r1.py script, I'm going to use a two function called first of all, if you want to go for random, we need support of library function import random. So I'm giving print a number, random number from list is comma int is equal to, and already print and input and output statements. So we can go print of random dot choice of 1 comma 4 comma 8 comma 10 comma 3. So I'm giving a choice, it may print in any manner. So based on the syntax, then we are going range arrange to generate in range from 20 to 50. Assume that we are going to generate the numbers from the list of 20 to 50, from the number. So we can give the last parameters a 3. Okay, I already told you there will be a 3 parameters here. So I can go print of a random number from range is a comma end, then rand of random dot range arrange of 20 comma 50 comma 3. So finally successfully it create output like from the choice for it will print 4 and random number from range is 41. So again repeating, random numbers will give different output for different types. So if you execute again, the output may change in the ith and pi or wherever you execute. Now we come to the next two operations here, functions random and seed. So these are the functions where I already told the description. Now we see the small example here, that is import random, print of a random number between 0 and 1 and print random dot random. Then we can give using the seed to seed a random number. So I am going to insert the new number 5 in the small program here. Print the map random is 5 and then print of random dot random. Finally to print the output of random number between 0 and 1 is some number and mapped random number with 5 is 0.62626290 and sounds. This also vary based on the execution. Then another last two operations is shuffle and uniform a comma b. Where uniform we already told you. Additionally, I can say the point here. It takes two arguments, lower limit and upper limit. So we see the example here where we are going to operate two operations, that is and in the program import random. First step I already told you. So I'm going to write a list, that is L, where I'm giving the number like 1 comma 4 5 comma 10 comma 2. So now I want to print the before suppling. So before suppling it print the list before suppling what 1 4 5 same order, and then I want to print in the suppling. So I can give the for loop for I in range of 0 comma len of 1 L, then print of L of I, then end is equal to print slash r. Then we can give random dot shuffle of L, then only it shuffle the previous list here. Then I want to print list after suppling, so I can give the print statement again. And finally for I in range of 0 comma len of 1, then print of L of I, same statement I given here, print of slash r. Then we can use uniform to generate random floating number in the prints between 5 and 10. So I don't want again all the printer statement here, they come to the here. So random dot uniform of 5 comma 10. So what will happen, it will give the exact output of list before the suppling and after suppling 2 1 4 5 10. Again I am repeating, when I execute the second or fourth time the output will vary. And finally it print the floating number between the 5 and 10 is 5.1836 like that. Okay, so these are points about the range of random numbers operations. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more updates and press bell icon for more updates.